Every child needs at least one trusted adult in their life to feel safe, supported, and ready to grow. Let's talk about how you can be that person in 2025 and a sneak peek at next week's live stream where we'll actually dive deeper into the 5 key characteristics of being that one for a child. Research has shown that having a consistent, trusted adult can change a child's life. If you Google these things, they're called adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs is the acronym, but I hate mental health acronyms. I think there's too many of them and we don't ever explain them, and then it leaves people feeling like they are left out of the club. Adverse childhood experiences. Google it, see what all comes up, and there is a list of all these things that children may go through that are really difficult for children to go through. It's things like having a parent who's incarcerated, or being around someone who is struggling with substance use disorder. All of those things. There's a list of these adverse childhood experiences, and the research has shown that the more of those adverse childhood experiences someone experiences, the more likely it is they're going to have difficulties as they grow, except for if they have at least one caring, consistent, trusted adult in their life. Doesn't have to be a parent, doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be a parent or a teacher, or it could be a grandparent or an uncle or a therapist or a coach or a minister or a Bible study leader, or just someone who is around and who is a consistent, trusted adult. If a child has a consistent, trusted adult, it does not matter how many ACEs they experience. It does not matter how many adverse childhood experiences they have. If they have one consistent, trusted adult in their life, everything changes. This is research that was done by Harvard and the CDC. And when I started looking into this research, I was thinking, oh my goodness, in order to be the one trusted, consistent adult in a child's life, Harvard is going to tell me that I'm going to have a PhD, and that I'm going to have to do everything perfect, and I'm never going to be able to get anything wrong, and I'm always going to have to keep my cool, and I'm going to have to be funny, and I'm going to have to be creative. Those are the things that Harvard and the CDC is going to tell me. Wouldn't you know, none of those things are on the list. There are 5 things it takes to be the one. There are 5 things it takes to be a consistent, trusted adult in a child's life, for you to be the one that can change everything in the life of a child, for you to be the one who can say that, yes, I know you have been through a lot. I know even a lot is going on right now, but I'm going to continue to be here. And if you will be that person, everything changes in the life of that child. There are 5 things. Next week, we're going to dive deep into each one of them, but let me tell you what those 5 things are right now, because once you hear it, it sounds so simple. And again, this research coming from Harvard, it can seem like, what are they going to tell me I'm going to have to do? What am I lacking? What am I not going to be able to pull off? It's Harvard. It's the CDC. They're going to have these huge expectations. Nope. Here's the 5 things. Number 1, stability. Just that you're there. Just that you're there. Just that you are a stable presence in their life. That's number 1. What? Number 2, responsiveness. Just that you respond to them, that when they reach out or when they are talking to you, you are there with them and that you are responding to them. Or that when something happens in their life, you praise them for it or reach out and ask how they're doing with it. Just that responsiveness, just responding to them. That's it. Stability, responsiveness. Number 3 is what we in mental health call unconditional positive regard. Just being positive with them, believing that they are doing their best even when they make poor choices, even when they are doing things that you disagree with. Can you believe that they are doing the best they know how to do? And do you believe that they can be someone amazing? That's what unconditional positive regard is. So far, have I said anything groundbreaking? Have I said anything earth-shattering that you can't pull off? I don't think so. stability, responsiveness, unconditional positive regard. The fourth one is just predictability. And I panicked a bit when I saw this one because I was like, oh, predictability. Does that mean predictably perfect? Nope. It just means predictable. It just means that you don't allow something one time and then scream at them the next time that they do it. Or it means that the boundaries are well established. In my office, for instance, kids know the sand stays in the tray. And there's not times where I say, oh, today you can let the sand come out of the tray. The paint stays on the paper. And there's not a day where I say, oh, today you can paint on yourself. But other days you might not be able to. Nope, just predictable. I just keep it the same. Predictable. It's not about being creative and all these wild things. It's just about being predictable. Are you kidding me? There's four of the things: stability, responsiveness, unconditional positive regard, predictability, and then finally, it's just encouragement. Just that you tell them that you believe that they are amazing and that they can do amazing things. Mr. Rogers would say that they are loved and that they are capable of giving love. That's the way to encourage a child. Those are the five things: stability, responsiveness, unconditional positive regard, predictability, and encouragement. Those are the five things that if you will be that for your child, or if you will be that for the children in your life, you change everything for them. There is nothing groundbreaking, earth-shattering, too hard to accomplish. You can do it. You can make a huge difference in your child or in the life of the children in your life if you will be stable, responsive, show unconditional positive regard, be predictable, and encouraging. That's it. Next week, I'm going to dive even deeper into those. So get ready for that, because next week I'm dedicating the full live stream to breaking down those 5 characteristics. And we'll talk about how you can embody them and make a lasting impact in 2025. Let me know in the comments, how will you show up as the one trusted adult for a child in your life this year?